$sign over here, starting player for JINAIR, 20-9, number 1 in the winners ranking, 4-3 versus Terran, 4-1 in his recent 5 games. And he's called $sign for all that prize money. And I tell you what, this guy's always got a smile on his face, no matter what the situation.
Him and Hero actually are 2 most winning players, are the 2 players that are always happy. That's what I've noticed. I'm not sure if it's related. It has to be in some way, but like,
well, if you have a good
always
attitude
smiling
about the game, you have a good attitude about the tournament, I think it does have a positive correlation to you playing well.
Yep. I mean, it's very mental. Absolutely. Going into it, you got to be happy if you want to have a good game. It's a good mentality to have, and I don't think anyone plays well upset or anything like that.
I ate that chocolate bar today.
That's
Crunky.
That's a Crunky bar,
Yeah.
man. That's quite famous in
Oh,
Korea.
sick. I ate what Flash ate today.
Wow, you guys are on the same wavelength. Oh, we didn't talk too much about Flash's stats, but you guys saw him on the screen. This guy's known as the god of StarCraft for a reason. He needs no introduction. If you're watching this right now, you don't know who he is, why don't you take a moment to look at the Wikipedia page on Brood War first.
Quick
Flash.
moment. Quick
Just
moment.
take a quick few hours to check that out. All right, guys, let's take a look at the predictions. Only Monday Caster is feeling Flash on this one. The rest of us are voting SOS. I feel a lot of this comes down to SOS's skill, but, you know, Monday Caster's vote here I think might be going towards the map. It's a good map for Terran.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely doesn't really favor Flash's style compared to, say, Maru, who's a lot more multitasking, a lot more drop-oriented. Flash definitely goes for the mid to late game. So this map is going to be very interesting to see how Flash is going to play on it.
I'm so excited, man. I think he's got to do something special here. SOS probably going to play straight up. Let's go into game number 1 on our final day of the playoffs here for the SPL.
Up here on the top left in the green for JINAIR Green Wings, it's SOS.
And down near the bottom right in the red for KT Rolster, it's the god of StarCraft, it's Flash.
Eating that chocolate.
Eating that chocolate. He's just really happy to be here.
The cat was so happy.
Well, we all are, man. This has gone to day 3, just like our previous semis. And I said this yesterday, but in a semifinal situation in team leagues, it's so rare for both matches to go to 3 games and to go to as many like close matches as we've seen already. Especially that final match last week. If you have not seen it on day 3, you absolutely owe yourself to go back and watch that. Like, just take some time, enjoy it. I don't even care if you saw the results spoiled because the game is so close you'll forget it when you're watching.
Does sound like a good match.
It's so good. It was so good. Well, let's take a look at these 2 players' stats of the maps. SOS 5-1, Flash 3-5.
Wow. Even more of a reason to kind of favor SOS on this map. I'm going to be very curious to see how he's going to play because obviously we have seen a lot of very fast Colossi on this map, especially from Parting, who beat Flash, I believe, in the very in that way.
Yes.
In these same positions. So a lot of things kind of being repeated here. We'll have to see how Flash has adapted to that kind of style, if we do see it.
What do you guys think about Flash's loss yesterday? He lost to a Cheese, lost to Proxy Barracks, Marauder. He didn't seem too affected by it. I mean, he was always frustrated, but...
Yeah, you'll always be angry, but I mean, an all-in sort of build order advantage like that is just... It just happens, and you got to put it out of your head. And I think Flash above anyone else can do that because of his experience.
He's so experienced, and he's been through so many games like that before where he can just kind of brush it off. And I think he'll be so prepared for this game, and he'll just put that so far behind him because this matters so much to him and his team that he has to. He doesn't have any other choice.
Sure.
Yep.
I actually agree completely. Team Salmon United on this one.
Team Salmon. Our minds are one.
So with this probe scout, it's going to make sure that Flash doesn't do anything weird. No sort of fast, Widowmine, Hellion sort of drops coming his way. He's just checking for that, making sure it's safe.
Yeah.
Going to check even further over here. He's playing super duper safe right now, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did see Flash do it against Terminator, I believe. And yeah, definitely want to look out for that, especially on this kind of map. And a lot of corners you can sneak into some starports and factories and do that sort of shenanigan. But he's going to scout the Reaper expand here.
Yeah, and he actually is able to dodge the Reaper, and as a result, we'll be able to delay this command center a little bit here. Force the second SCV to be pulled down, and we'll scout the second barracks. Notice there's no factory follow-up here. And the Reaper actually, see how many kills he gets. 1 so far, and I think that's all he's going to get. I should be able to escape. He's going to get right on the edge of that lip there. Pop down. Probe, likewise, will escape. Scouts the third barracks as well, so very aggressive Marine follow-up coming out here.
Yep, he'll know exactly what he's going to be up against. So very, very good scout, getting out of there in time. Let's see if the probe can actually get away.
That girl, by the way, has been here for all 3 days of the postseason and has been one of the biggest cheerers, the biggest fangirls for KT. See her every day.
She's part of that group with all the signs where you can only see their eyes, and they're all like poking out and just saying KT.
She sticks out the most because she has blonde hair.
Yeah.
And that probe actually got away. It actually managed to juke away and avoid the Reaper, which is a really nice play. We'll have to see if it just goes home. Or are we going to see some sort of proxy?
I think he'll just go home. He's got a robotics. Oh, here's the real question. Are we going to see an island or no? I think no. I think it's too predictable. We saw, Stats get away with it last time, but I don't think SOS is going to be trying anything like this.
No.
To be frank, I feel like SOS's play is solid enough that he just doesn't need to take a risk like that. Nice deny here on this Reaper. He's even got the Mothership Core on the right side as well. I think this Reaper will go down. Yeah.
Yep.
No doubt about it. Doesn't even see the Robo.
Ooh, that's a big hit. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see that kind of 2-base opening. We see some observers go into Colossi, play the defensive style, weather the storm in the mid game, and go for that third base.
Pretty significant supply block here for SOS. Actually missing that pylon quite significantly, losing a lot of pro build and observer time here.
Yeah, a bit annoying. Gets the Chrono Boost on with the probes right away.
And yep, there's the fast Robo base. So going into the Colossi very, very early. Definitely the kind of style we're seeing more and more often. Definitely on this map too.
Yeah.
No risky play. He doesn't really need it. I mean, it's not such a terrible matchup for SOS compared to what was it, Stats versus Maru.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. SOS can definitely go toe-to-toe with Flash of all people.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's see how this mid-game shapes up here. With that fast third barracks of Flash added early on, he's going to come out here and pressure a little bit. He's got 3 Marauders, too. So that's a lot of extra firepower. And this Observer doesn't quite see this. So he's actually not aware this is coming his way.
Well, he did see the third barracks early on with his probe, so he does know that there's going to be a lot of units coming out of Flash here.
This is actually, he's waiting for Stim. He's actually going to come in here. And I don't think he has concussive shells, but this is so much damage. Okay, no concussive shells. Bait out that Nexus cannon. He could actually do a lot with this. This is so much firepower here.
Yeah, I mean, he can always commit and just focus down probes as well. We saw Maru do that yesterday.
All right, Stim's about to finish. Let's see if he commits here. I think he's going to try to come up the ramp. Okay, Sentry's warped in, so he can't do that. He's actually just going to go ahead and fight this as best as he can. He does try to go up the ramp, but there's that force field there at the last second. And I don't know if this is doing enough damage. He's taken so much damage. The Nexus cannon is intelligently being targeted here by SOS on those Marauders to take them out first. There's a lot of probes on the other hand.
So many probes go down.
Wow, yeah, he killed 17 workers.
Wow, that was worth it.
I didn't expect to see that much damage.
That was worth it. That was amazingly done. And it's exactly what I was thinking. Like, he's going to commit to this no matter what, and he's going to focus down probes if he gets the chance. And SOS went the wrong way. If he went up the ramp instead of going down towards the assimilators, he maybe could have salvaged a lot more.
I wonder if Flash was thinking, like, if you do that, then you can't force field. You know, if you do that, then I'm going to go up the ramp with your probes. You're either going to force your probes out, or I'm coming in with them.
It was really nice movement by Flash's army. He forced the force field first, and then he had all the probes trapped. So then after he got the force field, he's like, oh, okay, well, you can't defend this except that cannon on the Nexus. So he just went and killed 17 probes, and he was totally fine.
All right, does want that extra Marauder firepower. Sorry, Marine, you're just a Marine.
Observer sees
You're not a crazy psychopath like the Marauders are. You can't do as much damage to armored structures or units.
Yeah, and SOS should be ready for this, considering he saw it with the Observer. 2 medivacs, they're rushing in.
Yep, and with how many Mirages does he have? Only 2 in these. I don't think he will be able to get that Colossus if he pulls.
No, I think that's too many gateway units, especially with this many Marines. They will die too fast. But he's going to try and go for a pylon at the very least.
He's got to pick out immediately.
Yeah, 2 Colossi, no chance.
Too much. He's got the range as well.
This is just way too much firepower. This Observer has gotten so much vision here. This Observer has been so critical in this game right now.
Yeah.
He sees a third CC, which is really important. He knows it's not some sort of weird, triple Viking or quadruple Viking production 2-base timing with trying to end that third base, trying to end the game. Another attack here, and this time the units are a bit out of position. Those Colossi can walk over cliffs, though, fortunately. He might be able to get the pile and get out this time, though. He's going to fight these. I don't think this is the right choice.
Ooh, loses a bit too many there. And it's, interesting thing to note is we have no upgrades at all for SOS, so he's definitely going the Parting style. He's doing exactly what Parting did, going for early blink with his Colossi, taking a later third, and can definitely do a lot of pressure from this as well.
He even gets a Templar Archives, actually, right away. That is interesting. He's seen a lot of Viking production. I wonder if he's just thinking, I want to switch to Storm right away here.
I guess he could. It's very interesting without any sort of upgrades. So usually if you see charge lots, you're going to have like an armor upgrade in production at the very least. Kind of help those Zealots buffer a bit more, but nothing like that. And this third might get sniped.
SOS's army is completely out of position. It looks like he was trying to go for a push or something. He's got one Colossus over here, but that third is going to be canceled.
Nicely done at the cost of one Marine, it looks like. He forces that cancel. Now should be able to snipe this weakened pylon from earlier. Yeah. Oh, that Colossus actually, he might have even been able to snipe that. It's all alone. He doesn't know that.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
That's a really lucky moment there.
That's a Colossus only sniped by Maru.
Exactly.
Yeah, only Maru is that thirsty for Colossi.
I think we actually may see an aggressive attack here with just Storm.
This is so interesting. We're seeing just absolutely no upgrades at all. Finally, a Forge goes down, but Storm is halfway done already.
Yeah.
Storm ignores upgrades, so this is something that might be the reason why he's going for this.
Sure, absolutely. But he's going to still have to have the units to kind of mop up afterwards, and they're going to be so fragile with not even any armor upgrades so far. Chrono Boost will help out catching up, but still, that's +2 already on the way for Flash.
Another two things I want to note about Flash right now is his 20 army supply up with those upgrades you're talking about, so he's got that synergy there. The entire time since that first harass he did, he's been up in workers. He's only 2 workers up, but when you have mules factoring into that, it means he's more comfortable using scans to kill observers. It means that he can continue to drop those mules and have a massive economy. He can afford to power up triple barracks to add tech labs to make triple ghosts coming up to deal with that storm. He's getting the infrastructure ready so quickly here. All right, this attack needs to do damage here. Let's see how much he can get done.
I actually think it can too. We're going to have to wait and see. SOS going to have to attack now if he wants to save this Nexus.
This is such a great angle here for Flash. That Storm hitting basically nothing. Another Storm goes down, hits a few Marauders, but this is doing so much work to those Colossi. And another few Storms get dodged here, and I don't know, man. Flash is doing way too much, I feel.
Oh, every Colossi goes down. So many Marauders left.
And now he knows he's hit that moment where he's got to pull back. He's got so many medevacs. He has 5 medevacs with this. The Ghosts are on the way. This is looking really, really good for Flash right now. He has his third base completely saturated still, completely uncontested.
He is in a commanding lead at this point. He's got the supply lead. From that damage he did early on, he's just constantly been ahead, and he's been making it work. He's been finding ways to do damage. Resetting the Colossi count especially is huge at this point in the game.
Here we go. He's going to drop into the main. We do see Zealots ready for this as well as an Immortal, but it's a lot of units. But still, he's got to pick up and pull away. He's going to try to go to that third base now that he's gotten a lot of units out of position here for SOS. Nexus cannon goes down, but there's not a lot here. He's going to focus that Nexus down, and he gets it.
He gets it. It's instantly restarted. Actually, almost too soon.
It could actually get focused down again at this point, but we're going to get rid of all the Stalkers first.
This may actually just be too much. This may be game. He cancels it, and he's got so many units coming over here.
Really well done by Flash.
It looks like he's poised to take this game.
I think
Ghost adding those extra bonus damage to light units here. They actually have a lot of hit points themselves. Do some tanking if they need to.
He's actually just tanking everything at this point.
Yeah. He's just going to push his way through.
And we have an upset from the beginning. I wasn't expecting this.
No, neither was I, but he's played godlike here, man. He's actually been the better player, and I want to point out that he's added Marauders, so many of them from the beginning. It's almost like after he got Marauder proxy yesterday, he's just like, I need more Marauders.
Hey, they're actually pretty good units,
Yeah. All right, this Marauder comp, so strong here. Just can knock these Colossi off the ground without even having Vikings. GG.
Wow.
Flash with a huge upset here against SOS. The Monday caster turns out to be right.
Amazing. That is the biggest win. So, that's the biggest win we're going to see, I think, today. Flash beating SOS. SOS, one of the biggest carries for JINAIR, losing the very first match.
Like that celebration. Obviously super, super happy with that win.
That was a very sick win. That was very redeeming of what happened, from what happened to him yesterday.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, he just wrecked arguably one of JINAIR's best players, if not the best player on the roster.
Yeah, I mean, him and Maru are like right up the top there, both neck and neck, and getting rid of one of them so early on.
All right, guys, I'm actually really excited for this next one. What does Hitman have planned, and do we just see him try to play straight up against Cure? Because I think he probably was hoping to snipe a Zerg or a Protoss here. One of those two, definitely not a Terran. It's impossible for us to know whether he planned on hitting a Protoss or planned on hitting a Zerg. I feel like more likely a Protoss, personally.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way considering how many Protoss we've seen on Frost, and considering Zest has been on Frost so often. Sorry, not Zest, I mean SOS. But anyway, yeah, it's really interesting to see what Hitman's going to have planned, seeing he's only had one night preparation for this match. I mean, he's going to have to pull out something interesting.
Well, that dream of having the SKT versus KT finals is getting one point closer here.
Yeah, it is. SOS not smiling anymore. Got his happiness snatched away from him by Flash.
Sapped that from him, man. He's drained it out.
Yeah.
And the KT bench is full smiles, except TY. He's very serious here.
Go
talking to Zest, actually. Zest seeming like the leader here in this discussion.
He's the Tizzle toss. You got to look towards the alpha now, man.
Yeah, you got to turn to the alpha in times like this.
Yeah. Well, guys, Cure will be Hitman's opponent. The map, again, Frost, 4-player map.